Hi everyone, it's Christy and Rumi. This is my son
Hi.
Rumi. Hi, say hi Rumi.
Hi.
You know what's fun? Indoctrinating your children with misinformation. You can try it at home. Do 5 minutes of research on biased websites and then tell your child what to believe instead of how to think. Disclaimer, do not do that, please. Poor Rumi. Here's hoping nature beats out nurture.
And Christy from Belly Sprout, and Rumi's actually been learning a lot about GMOs today.
Translation. He's learned nothing about GMOs today, but he sure does hate them for no good reason. Hooray!
I explained to him how they work and what they do to our bodies and our plants and our environment.
Ah, soccer mums. You are always so ripe for mockery with your no education and subpar researching skills. I can't wait to find out what you think you know about this topic.
We also looked at a few videos and a little bit of genetic roulette.
Well, you can't indoctrinate someone without plenty of nutritious propaganda. The etymology of that word is actually very interesting. It comes from ancient Londoners of yore. It means to look at something intensely. Here's it in a sentence. Kev didn't understand the evils of genetic modification till he had a propaganda at the pamphlet he was given by a work-shy hippie who thinks kale has magic powers.
And so I'm going to ask Rumi a few questions, and he's going to be able to tell all of you boys and girls about what he's learned about GMOs.
Awesome! This isn't just about indoctrinating your child, but others as well. Oh, we are just going to get along famously, you and me.
So Rumi, what have you learned about GMOs?
Well, that's telling, isn't it?
What did I explain about the tomato?
The tomato is mixed up with a fish.
If you didn't hear that, he said a tomato is mixed up with a fish. Now, forgive me if I'm wrong, but isn't that basically all Mediterranean dishes?
And Monsanto started that. And what do you think about a tomato with a fish?
Yes, your incredibly stupid quote-unquote explanation does sound kind of gross, as it's supposed to, but it's woefully inaccurate. Apart from the fact that GM is not a technology exclusive to Monsanto, and every time you make that assumption the soul of an organic carrot haunts your colon, simply put, there are no veggies that you can buy that are equivalent to tomatoes mixed up with fish, unless you want to count the fact that plants and animals have some very similar genes already because of ancestry, like the fact that we humans are something like 50% genetically similar to a banana.
It doesn't sound very good, does it?
The disgusted face she keeps pulling reminds me that kids learn some food habits by the reactions of their parents. They teach you not to pull faces at your kid when they are eating a vegetable you don't personally like, because it teaches the kid they shouldn't like it either, regardless of whether they would or not. I don't know why I would feel the need to bring that up.
So when you were watching the videos, remember the video of that little boy, that 11-year-old boy who was talking about GMOs? What was he saying about them?
Well, I'm going to guess it was total nonsense, but it's good to know you aren't the only parent out there telling their kids lies in order they believe as you believe, and God forbid they ever question you on this. You'll have to send them to the re-education centre to unlearn the wrong thing.
Did he think that they were good?
No.
Well, I am shocked. No, wait, the other one. Painfully unsurprised by the unending ability of people to ruin their kids' minds with scientifically illiterate garbage.
No. Do you think that they're good?
No.
What foods do you think have GMOs? Do you know?
Candy, fruits, plants.
Some of them, if they're not organics.
Ah, organic, that thing that always means 100% natural. No man interference here, like bananas and cucumbers, cauliflower, cabbage, Brussels sprouts, broccoli, kale, kohlrabi, and of course, your favourite, tomatoes. It's always so much better to eat things in their natural state, because we humans, we just ruin everything.
So what do you think organics are healthier?
Yes.
And why do you think that is? Is it no reason? Is it because you don't understand what genetically modified means? Because not liking something because you don't understand it is kind of dumb and makes you sound like a silly person.
And so what can we do to tell people about Proposition 37? Because we want companies to put labels on the products.
Oh, how delightful using children to push your political agenda. That's just really, really, well, gross. Jesus, lady, if I was your kid and I found out you had manipulated me in this way, well, you wouldn't know about it till the day you came to me saying, "Son, I fell over at home and I just need help getting on day to day. Can you help me?" And bam! You're in that retirement home from Happy Gilmore, except I'm the one making money from the blankets. Also, yes, I like Happy Gilmore. Fight me.
Oh, Rumi wants to talk about the Frankenstein food. What do you think of Frankenstein food?
Oh, that sounds just awful. Good job you're not using emotively charged descriptive language to describe things you don't like. Wouldn't want to think you're trying to manipulate people here.
Yeah.
What do you think it does to your body?
Well, considering that countless studies show, well, basically nothing, I'm going to go with nothing. Nothing beyond what happens if you eat too much or not enough of any particular standard food types. So, yeah, that.
It kills your stomach and it makes it explode.
It kills your stomach and you might explode. Well, Mum, I know you wouldn't have told him something as completely angry cat swallowingly insane as this, so I hope you quickly correct him.
Explode, because that's what the Roundup...
Excuse me, I must have swallowed too much Roundup. Seriously though, you stupid woman. What makes you think a pesticide designed for insects who have completely different physiology to us will have the same effect on humans? A pesticide that would be removed after it's used, by the way. You silly facsimile of human thought.
That Monsanto sprays on all the plants, it makes the bugs' bellies explode because it's a pesticide and it's a toxic chemical. So when we eat the foods
that have been deemed safe for consuming by governing bodies and studies have shown them to be safe, so is it nothing happens. I mean, I can see if there are tons of pesticides still left on the plant, that might be a problem, but that doesn't happen because everything is washed again and again ad nauseum in this day and age to make sure every speck of nature has been knocked off, because God forbid our fruit actually look like it came from outside. Unless of course you're talking about products like cake or ready meals or what have you, then the allowances for insect fragments alone are pretty disgusting when you think about it, as unlikely as you are to see or come across that stuff. But I feel I'm getting off topic, but I did want to say, a friend of mine who worked for a large biscuit manufacturer once told me that the percentages would allow someone to take a crap in a vat of cookie dough and it would still technically pass for consumption. So enjoy them chocolate chips.
that have this spray on it, all of our tummies, what was Mommy telling me about the tummies and all these allergies?
I seriously doubt that is what would be causing the apparent spike in allergies these days. Far more likely is a combination of awareness bringing the base numbers up and a culture of not letting kids do anything because fussy parents couldn't bear Timmy to get the tiniest bit of mud in his mouth and clean the house top to bottom every day with industrial bleaches. That kind of nonsense. Unless you have some sort of research showing me otherwise, that seems a more reasonable conclusion than anything you are likely to come up with from your research.
These cats should hide cats.
All kinds of really bad things, and we just think it's disgusting if our tummies explode, right?
It's alright, you get to have a drink after this, sick. Just get through and you can destroy all these pesky memories of this silly woman. soon.
Yes.
Do you have any other thoughts on it? Like, remember that little boy said...
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yes?
Oh my god, she's so easy to hate. You have any more thoughts on it? You mean any more of your thoughts? You are literally one of those parents with a woke 8-year-old, aren't you? Oh my god, my child just parroted my opinion. That's so deep. I better vlog it.
I want it to spray the toxic on the plant. I want it to range the toxic gets in the water.
Oh, and the toxins get in the water.
Oh hey, that'd almost be a legitimate concern, but a lot of GMOs make the plants resistant to insects so that you can use less pesticides. Bit of a fail, seeing as any commercially grown plant, including beloved organics, require pesticides. In fact, more for the organics, otherwise, you know, there won't be any crops. Thanks for playing though.
Yeah?
That's what the boy said.
Oh, and that's not good either.
That's why we get the other water and we have this water.
And this water. And what else did you learn from the little boy? And from that cartoon that we showed you, like with the pig that looked like a cow?
Oh great, you got cartoons for it too. I'll bet you have little comics and other awful tools that creep me the hell out to get kids to think what you want. This all just... it makes me so uncomfortable. I can't imagine actively trying to get my kids to think what I think, instead of giving them the tools to come up with their own opinions and perspectives, and then potentially debating them rather than forcing them into a mold of me. It's weird, right?
A cow mixed up with a pig.
I know, it's so weird. All of those things
And
are
the
weird.
rats explode.
Their tummies
The
explode.
bellies explode.
So now you understand why mommy makes you eat broccoli?
Was this all just an exercise in fearing your kid into eating his greens? Greens that could be GMO no less and still be absolutely fine for him. God, you infuriate me.
No, I don't want to eat broccoli for cat.
For Halloween? He's afraid I'm going to give him broccoli on Halloween.
I bet you will, you sadistic cow. Anyway, the rest of this is just her shilling that proposition for forcing companies to label their foods as containing GMOs. Which, while I'm technically not opposed to companies labelling foods, until it is proven they are harmful, which it won't be, because they aren't, it's just wasted time and resources giving these douche whistles another thing that they don't understand to wave around like the crap-flinging monkey people they are.